Hello out there to you. In this video, we're going to do a monopsony practice problem. It is a problem where there's a single buyer who is very large or looking for a specialized type of labor, or they're just the only employer around. The workers do not have the ability to go to other firms. So here it says monopsonist, so that means a firm that has a monopsony. As always, if you want to try to answer these questions, you can pause the video and hit play when you're done, and then see if you're right. So if you want to pause the video, go ahead and do that. It's always good for practice. Okay. So it says fill in the column showing the monopsonist's marginal cost of labor at each level of employment. So to do that, I need the total labor cost, because the marginal cost of labor is the change in total labor cost divided by the change in quantity of labor, or you could write that as the change in total labor cost divided by the change in labor. We often use an uppercase L for number of labor units because it could be hours, it could be workers, it could be whatever. So what we're going to do to get total labor costs, we're going to multiply the wage times the labor units I've hired. So 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 3 is 6. 15. You don't need to hear me do math. 45 and 66. Okay. Now for the marginal cost, it is the additional cost of hiring each additional worker. So if we don't hire any workers, then it's 0. So it'd be 0 to 1. And then it's from 1 to 6, so that is 5. That is 9, 13, 20. Nope. How about 17? Okay. And then 66 is 21. Okay. So we've done that. Each unit of labor is marginal revenue product, and you get that from a different calculation. Marginal revenue product of labor is the marginal product of labor times the price of the product. So we're told that that's 13. So the firm will profit maximize if it hires up until the point where its marginal revenue product of labor equals the wage, or to the last unit where this is higher than this. Okay, so but that's in a competitive environment. I'm sorry. So we don't want to know the competitive situation. We want, because we're a monopsony, we want to hire to where the marginal revenue product of labor is equal to the marginal, sometimes called the marginal factor cost or marginal labor cost, marginal cost in this situation. So 13 is our answer, or our marginal revenue product. So as long as 13 is higher, we want to hire the worker. So for part B, we want the first worker, we want the second worker, we want the third worker, we want the fourth worker, so this is 4. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, what's the lowest wage? I'm not going to pay them 13. What's the lowest wage that I can hire them at? And that's 7. Okay, so it'd be 4 workers, wage would be 7. Okay, and that's how to calculate that. All right, let's do one more. The marginal revenue product increases to 17. How could that happen? Well, either this increased or this increased, or some combination of both. So now I want to know how many workers do I want now. So I still want the first worker. Okay. I still want the second worker, still want fourth worker, and now I want a fifth worker. So now it's 5 workers, and instead of paying them 17, I'm going to come over here. What's the lowest wage I can offer as a monopsonist? And that's 9. And that's how to solve for a monopsonist's level of employment and wage.